Good morning, everyone. Leo Chase the Mythmaster here with another Marvel Rivals fan concept, this time for Thanos, the Mad Titan. Thanos would be a vanguard with 500 HP and would have a very high difficulty. He is going to be very overpowered, but he's not meant to be perfectly balanced. Sorry, he's not meant to be perfectly balanced, unlike one of his passives. Technically, perfectly balanced is his ultimate, but this is close enough. His passive, Bring Balance, means that he does not gain ultimate charge in the traditional way, but instead, he can only use his ultimate once he has all 6 stones and has killed someone while he has all 6 stones. Then his ultimate would unlock. And he gets said stones by basically, whenever he kills someone, he gains a random infinity stone that he doesn't already have. His next passive, I Am Inevitable, means that he has 50 max HP for each Infinity Stone he has, so up to a total of 800 health. His primary fire is a double-edged sword, basically literally, and he just swings it, but on every third consecutive hit, it does extra damage, and might inflict a small bit of knockback or something. The downside is that this would have a quite slow attack rate, and would not have that much range, obviously. His right-click, Strongest Will, switches your current active stone to the next one, and it's in order that you collect them. And basically, how Infinity Stones work is you get them when you kill someone, and each has an active ability and a passive ability, which are applicable when the Infinity Stone is your active stone. I'll get to what the abilities are later, but basically his E ability, which is called Destiny, arrives. It basically means that you use the active ability of your current active stone, and each stone has its own individual cooldown. His other ability, Indomitable, has a 13-second cooldown, and when he uses it, he starts to spin his sword in front of him, and after 5 seconds, or until you right-click, he chucks his sword forward at high speeds, and it basically pins the first enemy that it meets, carrying them along with it and dealing extra impact damage if they hit a wall. And then the sword comes back to you. While it's gone, his primary fire would just become punching. Plus, I forgot to mention, but I'm going to mention it now and it's on the screen anyway. When it is spinning in front of you, the sword basically blocks all incoming damage. It doesn't deflect it, but it could help you survive basically any ultimate. His ultimate, Perfectly Balanced, basically, he snaps his fingers, loses all 6 Infinity Stones, and takes 250 damage, and half the people on each team are randomly killed. Yep, basically pretty much what the snap does. And in most cases, you might not want to use this because you might just want to have 800 health, 6 Infinity Stones, etc. But if you get desperate, then just snap, and there's a chance you might do something. It might go really well. Before I tell you what the Infinity Stones do, if you're enjoying this video, consider dropping a like and subscribe, or just going and checking out other videos in this playlist, which I should have linked in the description. And also go check out my friend Hound, who does Marvel Rivals videos and custom characters on his channel, and his channel and custom character playlist should be linked in the description as well. First up is the Space Stone. Its active ability has a 60-second cooldown and creates a 5-second portal that only you and your allies could use. This would be placed in a similar way to Doctor Strange's one, and while it's your active stone, you cannot be stunned or knocked back. Next, we have the Mind Stone, which lets you lock an enemy's abilities for 5 seconds and reveal what ultimate charge they're on, and this has a 30-second cooldown, and its passive ability reduces your nearby allies' cooldowns by 5%. The Reality Stone stuns the targeted enemy for 3 seconds, but also reduces the damage they take while they're stunned, and its passive ability means you and your allies take less damage when you're contesting objectives. The Power Stone unleashes a wave of purple energy that damages and knocks back enemies, and passively it increases your primary fire damage. While the very overpowered Time Stone, which has a 300-second cooldown, reverses the last 5 seconds of game, and then pauses the game for 2 seconds to allow people to recover from what just happened. And its passive doubles the healing you receive, which makes up for the very long cooldown. Finally, the Soul Stone basically makes you and nearby allies invulnerable for 2 seconds, and its passive means that opponents that you kill cannot be revived. Overall, Thanos is a vanguard with high utility once he has secured enough stones, but to do so can be a challenge. He will need allies who can help keep him alive constantly, such as Rocket, and wear down his opponents, such as Namor and Loki. The stones give him a variety of powerful abilities, from buffing your allies to disabling your enemies, and even reversing time and creating portals, but you don't know which order you'll collect them in. And then his ultimate can be used to get out of a tricky situation and potentially kill you, or you can just sit comfortably as the deadliest threat in the field with 6 stones and 800 health. Once again, consider dropping a like and subscribe, and request any heroes you'd like to see me make concepts for in the comments. Currently, the people I've been asked for, which haven't been confirmed to be in game, are Drax, Gamora, Morbius, Sabretooth, Omega Red, Sunspot, Moonstar, Taskmaster, Bullseye, Black Bolt, Onslaught, Daredevil, and Iceman. But feel free to add people to that list. Oh, also Celine and Mystique. And working on a Daredevil concept, and him and Bullseye will probably be a package deal at some point in the future. Have a good day. Ta-ta.